Yo, what up, guys? Welcome in. Getting this build started today. All right. Getting our artwork prepped. Okay, I do have everything I need right over here for the sides. All right. What's going on? What's going on? Just had some lunch. Early lunch. Okay, gonna start with these side panels. Today we're gonna do a build for the homie Psy Delta. It's gonna be a Fallout theme. You know, the new Fallout game's coming out. I don't know much about Fallout. I haven't really been playing. I haven't played that series really. I don't really play anything besides fighting games, so it's hard for me to kind of like, you know, stay up on everything outside of like the fighting game genre. But apparently Psy Delta is gonna go to Evo. And he's also going to be cosplaying as a Fallout character. So this is going to be like the theme today. And the artwork was done by none other than our big homie, Clev the God. So we got Clev on the graphics today. I didn't really do much. I just did some editing to the graphics. So today's not my creation as far as the graphics go, but it's even better. It's from Clev the God. So what's going on? What up, Rel? Strife King, what up? What up? And then yeah, I'm pretty excited to play some Dalsim because we got some major buffs, man. Holy moly! Yeah, I gotta test it out. I was reading a couple things already from some of the sim players that I follow. Shout out to Breezy Man. Breezy Man already made a tech video, which was like super freaking awesome because like I was gonna sit and lab all that stuff, but he already made the damn video, so I could just like test out all his little buffs that he put out. So cool. I'm pretty hyped. Like you could from Heavy Yoga Blast, you could get a follow-up, which is like super dope. I'm like really hype about that. And then you could float much faster now. Pretty excited. What you guys up to? How's your Wednesday going? Okay. Got these panels going. I'm going to build out each side panel right now. Again, this is from Clev the God. Oh yeah, dude, I'm freaking happy as a mother lover. We needed these buffs. Dalsim players really needed this buff. Like, I'm happy that I stopped playing mid last season. Now we got some really good buffs, and I'm pretty happy, man. I was playing Guilty Gear. I like what I've been seeing with Elena. You like the Terry buffs? I didn't see what... I didn't read Terry's. Like, if it for the characters that wasn't my character, I just read the quick descriptions. I didn't go into all the frame data and all that. It's gonna be a Ryu festival, though. Literally gonna be a Ryu festival, guys.
Another jonyfraze production.
But yo, like for Dalsim, heavy Yoga Blast, right? That's the one that it's like it goes up in the air. When you combo off that, which is like a common combo ender, the only thing that you could really get is this like weird Oki from it, where you could teleport, do a safe teleport behind the or front. Yeah, you could basically safe teleport after Yoga Blast, and then you could go for like a 50-50 between throw or low. You know what I mean? That was like the only real thing you could get. That was really nice. So now you have another option. You can, instead of doing that teleport thing, if just say like you don't want to give up position and you don't want to do a teleport mix, you could just press medium punch and it will combo. The other thing you could do is if it's closer to the corner now, you could slide and get another combo. Also, yeah, just because that they buffed that so much, it's like it's more damage and you get more optimal routes for damage. So yeah, I'm pretty hyped, man. I'm gonna test it out later. Love that for him. Ryu's been like in a spot for a while now. I feel like he's a contender. That kid Blaz is gonna destroy everybody. He's gonna win Evo or whatever. Yeah, that kid Blaz, that new the South American Ryu player who's been kicking ass lately, bro, he's gonna dominate. He's so good. Him and it's over. Like Ending Walker, yeah, Ending Walker is gonna destroy everybody. Yuri and Remy or Makoto, man, you're a third strike. That's all third strike right there. Okay. I'll show you guys the artwork in a little bit when people start kind of piling in, but right now we are chipping away at it. Building out the sides. This is a really fun build, man. Music's a little loud, sorry. Hey guys, everybody on YouTube who's tuning in, if you haven't yet, please sub to the channel. I am closing in on 10,000 subs, man. I know that really doesn't mean anything, but it's just a cool little place to get to, you know? So if you guys can hit the sub button for more videos, all that good stuff, that would be really cool, man. Okay, so we got the side panels cooking up. We're gonna do the USB side right now. Do all the hard stuff first. Don't forget dollars. Bottle cap buttons, yep. Getting there. Sakura and Makoto are the two you want next season. I definitely want Makoto. I don't really care too much about Sakura. She's just another Shoto, man. I know she's like interesting and a lot of people love her. I'm not really like, I wouldn't be mad if she never shows up in the game, basically. But it does make sense because she's kind of like a newer generation. It would be cool to make her like older. You know, not a kid anymore. Maybe like a 20-something-year-old, you know? Street Fighter 6 is after Third Strike? Yeah, right? Oh, I forget. When is Street Fighter 6 in the canon? Is it before or after Third Strike? Maybe it's still before, because Third Strike seems like so futuristic, you know? Well, Gil was in after Third Strike. Okay. She was in her 20s in Street Fighter 5. It is after. Okay, so it's after. All right. That's cool. Yeah, it'd be cool to get a cooler... If they made her, like, way sicker, like, not so kiddish. I know that's, like, her thing, but they should make her, like, kind of, like, you know, more mature. I would love that. Yo! Suryusuke, what's up? Joe, what's up, man? Okay, we are making, if you guys haven't figured out the theme yet, we are cooking up a Fallout themed stick. This is going out to the homie Psy Delta. He had commissioned Clever Art to do the graphics for this one. Actually, it's not even, it's more than graphics, it's a full illustration. So this is a custom illustration, and then I'm just been tasked with completing the full Fightstick build for him. So he very luckily chose my For the Dub platform to do this, so I'm very grateful for that. Okay, for honorable service against all tyrants. I can't wait to fight against Elena. I'm gonna check her out too. So we got Elena, and then we got some buffs to check out for Street Fighter, man. Yeah, some Burger King. Bro, I haven't had junk food in a long time. I haven't had like McDonald's or like any of that stuff in a minute. You really love Sakura? Nice. Yeah, I do. I mean, I like some of my friends are like diehard Sakura mains. What's up, Pop? Space Boy, diehard Sakura main. You know, we'll always have a Sakura no matter what. All right, for honorable service against all tyrants. All right, you guys play Fallout? Anybody play Fallout in the chat? Chipping away at this Fallout graphic. All right, we got some coin sides. Got gold, matching gold, USB pass-through cover. All right, so I'm gonna put this aside, guys. Okay, next up we're gonna do the main panel. I have everything organized back here. Okay. Let's do this first. We don't need this guy yet. What's the London mod the other day? Joe, can you explain that? I get Burger King like once a while. I love their original. Dude, yeah, chicken sandwich is the jam. The original chicken sandwich? The long one? Pause. But I know what you mean. That one's fire, bro. That's been that way since like the inception of that sandwich. You're a fan of Popeyes? Like I said, I haven't really had a lot junk food in a long time. Well, let's not say junk food. Let's just say like a fast food chain. I haven't been to a fast food chain in a while. Not saying I'm eating healthy either. I'm just saying that I just haven't. We don't really like crave that stuff. If we're gonna get food, we just get real food, you know? What's crazy is that like fast food's just as expensive as like regular food now. You know? It's not, it used to be like the cheaper option to get fast food. And now it's like almost the same as regular food. Fast food's a scam. I mean, like, you know, every once in a while my kids will be like, can we get McNuggets? You know, they're getting older now, so they're not all about like chicken nuggets and stuff all day. Unlike most American kids. Chicken tenders and fries all day, you know? But, okay, Burger King app always has something free. If you spend $1, so cop a plain burger, take whatever's free. I get a free drink at work. Nice. Yeah, it's neither fast nor cheap, right? Well, I don't know about the fast part. They're still fast around me. Pop. They're definitely still fast around me. Because I live in, like, this area where the service is, like, demanded to be at least a certain level. Go down south. That's another story. I'm so used to, like, the service level here up north, in, like, not as north as you guys, but here in, like, the New York City area, that, like, when I go down south, ordering something is just, like, a pain. And you're just like, wow, guys. Like, you want to get the stuff yourself. You're like, it's right there. Just go get it. They mosey on over. Takes forever. Yep. Yeah. That's the one thing Northerners, Yankees still recognize. Like when they go down south, they're like, why is this so slow? My stupid ass started eating right and doing meal prep, but I can't. But like I can spend 20 bucks and have lunch for 4 days. Yeah, no, that's the way to do it. And then if you know how to cook, it's even better. Like I can cook my ass off. You know what I mean? Like I made these really good like Chipotle grilled chickens. Yeah, and then like grilled chicken, you can just make a whole bunch of it. And then that shit goes on anything. Make a salad with it, add rice to it, make tacos with it. Like it's crazy. You can do so much. Get a big pack of chicken breast, you know? Slice it up a little bit. Is this a dad stream? What's going on now? We definitely entered dad zone, guys. All right, here's what you guys been waiting for. Got Clev the God illustrated this fantastic piece for Psi Delta, totally custom. Woo, Clev, you's a beast. Oh wait, hold on. I derped out. We forgot to install the PCB, guys. Let's pop the PCB in. Can we program this now? I wonder. Thinking we should program this. Like we did it last stream. We just did the programming like right away. I think that might be a little beneficial so we know everything's working. Yeah, we're going to do that. Okay, let's go get some hardware for the PCB. Keep that right here. We're gonna install the hardware. Yo, I'm a scrub, hold up. I put the blocks on the wrong side. So I put tape down on these holes here because I don't want the LEDs to shine through these random holes that are meant for like PCB mountings. But we're not going to use that area. We're going to use this area right here. And we're going to put the board here. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Forgot some. Get some washers. Just going to drop in 2 washers here. 1, 2. Speaking of healthy food, finally tried some avocado toast. That slapped. Yeah. It's weird though because it's like avocado toast is really good and everyone's like getting into it, but it's like it's causing issues with like the supply chain of avocados and Mexico and all that stuff. It's getting kind of crazy. You know, I mentioned something on the... Hold on, let me tighten this, and I'm going to mention something that I want to show you guys. Okay, so... Okay, so on the board here... Okay, it's going to be hard to see until... Okay, come on, camera. All right. You see these little points right here? This guy right here, this guy, this little switch, and this little switch right here. So the 2 gold areas right there, right? It's Miri Swaves. Thank you so much for the follow. I'm gonna wait for the notification to go away. Okay, so a lot of people say, hey, I got the GP2040, it doesn't work on PlayStation 5, even though I bought the Magic Boots adapter and plugged it in. So not a lot of people know you have to have the right toggles for it. So the most important one is it has to be the one that I'm pointing to down here, this guy, it has to be on USB for the Magic Boots to work. Otherwise, it just sends power to the wrong area. Basic Cable, thank you so much for the follow. So today we're going to be building a stickless build. So no joystick today, unlike the one we did yesterday. But yeah, I'm going to plug in the Magic Boots. Okay, so that's basically like the getup. All right. Hold up, let me get my USB cable. We're gonna update the board right now. I don't know if we could let's see. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I got it. So we're gonna program the board. We're gonna hit boot right now. on the board. There's little buttons on here. I'm gonna plug this bad boy in. Okay, I did get a boop on my screen. Let's open up GP2040CE. Actually, wait, I just need to open up a Windows Explorer window. Okay, so then you see that down here it shows up as a drive down here, okay? It says RPI RP2. So that's like the Raspberry Pi interface. I do have the updated firmware for the board in this version 11. If you don't know how to get the firmware, you could just boot up to the web config mode and it tells you there's new firmware and then it'll download it. Okay, so I'm gonna drag that in there and let this update. It should only take like 30 seconds. Oh, less than 30 seconds maybe.
Another jonyfraze production.
I'm gonna grab my keyboard and mouse while I'm at it. Okay, so now it's connected. And that should show up automatically as a PS4 board. Let's do a quick check, right? So let's bring this down here. And if I open up, yeah, you see right here, it shows up as a PS4 board. Okay, so now that I know it's connected and it's recognizing as a PlayStation 4 board, I am gonna send this guy into web config mode. So I'm gonna reset it, hold down web config and hold down. I'm holding down web config and I'm gonna hit the restart button on the board here. There's little 2 buttons here, so I'm gonna hit it. Okay, and that should send it into web config mode. Now, when I go back to the main screen here, if I go back to this guy, no? It should send it to web config mode. Try that again. Uh-oh. Can't be reached. Wonder why. Yeah, it's not going. I wonder what happened. Okay, let's redo this. I'm gonna send it back to boot mode. Okay, let's reflash it. I don't know, maybe it didn't work. You know, tell you what, I'm gonna flash nuke it, which basically erases everything. Hey Strife, give me 1 second. Let me Okay, so now this is nuked. Now I can flash it with version 11 again. Let's see. Okay, if you got time, can you show a stick with the Arcade Shock screen? If you got one set up? Yeah. Actually, I just put on the Discord, Strife. All right, so here is my test version of it. This is my stick. I'm gonna actually install it on the top of the stick soon, but this is just a test one. But then I started working. So this is the version. The homie Perseus has it on his. You see that there? So this is the Brook firmware though. I don't know if you noticed something, but on the GP2040, they have a 6-God layout. Look at that. Just, they gave me props, Mo. How freaking amazing is that? Very cool, right? All right, hold on. Now I got to figure out what the heck's going on with this. Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening, guys. This board is not responding well. Let me try one more time. It did show up, right? This is very rare. I'm glad. See, I'm glad I tested it. Let's see. What's that other thing? Joy.cpl, right? Yeah, it says no controller, dude. What the hell? Yeah, this board is, something's up with it. I might have to go grab another board, guys. Okay, well, this is why we test stuff. Okay, I will be right back. Let me go get another PCB. Kind of bummed out because these things are fucking not cheap. I think I have another board. Okay. Smeary Sway, what are you up to today? Alright, guys. Okay, BRB, guys. I gotta go get another board now. Hopefully, I'm gonna put this on my table here so I know to check it later. Probably just something, I don't know. I mean, I think I did the right thing. Okay. Let me chop off these corners first. Working from home, watching my son found your channel on YouTube because I always wanted to build your own stick. Oh, cool, man. Yeah, well, good timing. Yeah, I usually do all the builds live, so if you need anything, the best spot, honestly, if you want to learn, is obviously YouTube and stuff. But this my Discord channel is pretty lively. You can head in there, always ask questions. But if you need an enclosure to start with, you can hit up my website, jonyfraze.com, guys. You guys don't know what I do. All right. Let's try this again. Yeah, that's the advanced breakout board, right? Version 1. Yep, that's the correct one. Gonna flash this board. What's up? What's up, bullseye guy? We're having little issues with one of the GP2040 boards that I got. Okay. Okay, cool. I heard the boop again. All right, so yeah, now it's showing up as a PS4 board. Let me reboot it. Okay. Okay, look, this one booted right up. Okay, so definitely an issue with the other board. Yeah, I'm gonna have to see what the heck's going on with that. Okay, let's get this guy programmed. All right, I'm gonna turn off all the hotkey settings right now. I'm just gonna turn all these hotkey settings off. Client can look into that later. I'm gonna hit save on that. We're gonna set it to, this is a stickless controller. We're gonna set it to SOCD cleaning neutral. That's good to go. Not gonna change the boot input modes. We are going to do pin mapping configurations. Okay, so we're gonna add 2 extra buttons, one of which we're gonna start on 26, and we're gonna make this function. And then, you know what, 27, we can make like, is there an extra turbo? Yeah, we could do turbo. There's a macro button. I think turbo's probably the best situation right now. Okay, yeah. So we'll do 26 and 27, function and turbo. All right. I'm gonna name this Psi Delta for their client. Future Johnny got homework, facts. Yeah, okay, this is for Psi Delta. So what's currently happening? I'm very new to, no problem. So I am programming the motherboard right now. Smeary, I'm programming the motherboard right now because we have a kind of a special config for this build. This one is not like a good one to kind of like learn from, only because we have like a custom config that we need to do. All right, did I hit save, guys? Hold on, my bad. So I added function and turbo. All right, we're gonna hit save. We're gonna reboot the device to controller. Let's double check that it's actually a controller. Yep, okay, it's still showing up there. And I have my light on the Magic Boots right here, which is giving it the PlayStation 4 and PS5 compatibility. Okay, so now this board is configured. I can unplug it and kind of continue on. But yeah, I'm glad I did that. And I'm glad I tested this board before I wired everything up and freaking lost my damn mind. Honestly, give me a second. I'm actually going to do one more. I don't know, maybe you just got shocked or something like that. I'm just going to do one quick thing just for my freaking peace of mind, because I want to know if I need to return this or not. You know? And thank God I bought it off Amazon. Okay, so I'm going to set this to boot mode. I'm going to plug it in. All right, so now this should just show up as a Raspberry Pi again. I'm just going to try this, guys. This is ticking me off. I'm going to flash nuke it. Flash nuke is erase everything on the board. Okay, so now that's completely flash nuked. All right. I'm going to unplug it one more time just for the hell of it. plug it back in. All right. Let me reflash this board with the right firmware, which is this guy. It should show up as a controller right now. Okay, something just happened. Did it show up as a controller? Okay, now it's an Xbox controller. Okay, cool. All right, that's a good sign. All right, now I'm going to reboot it. We're going to reboot it and then hit web config. I play Street Fighter. I'm a Grandmaster Dalsim player, if that matters. Bro, this won't go into web config mode. Like, this is pissing me off. Let's try one more time. Nah, man, there's something wrong with this board. Yep. Something wrong with this board. Okay. I gotta return that. Get my money back. You're on your way to master? That should be easy work, man. That's light work. Master is like when the game begins in Street Fighter. I hate to tell people that. Like, that's when the actual game begins. You know what I mean? Like, if you haven't gotten a master yet in Street Fighter 6, like, you actually haven't played the game. You just learn how to do the moves. You know like a bread and butter, a couple bread and butter combos, but like, man, after master rank, it just becomes like, you'll see, the minute you get in your MR, you're like, oh, I'm not good. And then it takes you like a whole nother bunch of time to get to that level. But yeah, definitely keep grinding though. Okay. Here we go. Let's get this flipped over. Now I can grab my artwork. Let's show it off once again. Sorry about that. Here we go. Okay, we have our artwork from Clever Art. If you guys don't know Clev the God, one of my best friends. Amazing illustrator, does work for Capcom, does work for 2K Sports now. But this is a custom Fallout illustration he did for Psi Delta. Psi Delta is going to go to Evo and cosplay as this character. So he's going to have a matching stick. How crazy is that? So this is part of the fit. Not only are we making a controller, we're making part of the fit. Okay, there we go. All right, we got that going. Got my top panel here. This is, so what's extra is these extra buttons. So we have 2 extra buttons that the client requested. Roy, what's up, man? Oh yeah, we did this design. Clev also did this t-shirt, guys. Clev and I, we came up with a bunch of ideas back in the day. This was our hip hop series, but we took it down because we were kind of getting a little heat from everybody. Yo, you want to hear something crazy? We actually got a strike on our Instagram account. Not our personal ones. We had like a separate company called JXK Designs, jonyfraze / Clever Art Designs, and Biggie's daughter, or like whoever owns Biggie's estate, took down the Biggie one. They gave us a warning for the Biggie one. Can you believe that? Yeah, for real. That's why the JXK account doesn't even exist on Instagram anymore. I don't know if you ever noticed that. It's gone. Like, it gave us a strike, and then me and Clev was just like, you know what, man? We've moved on, you know? Let's just separate it and just keep it as individual. Him and I. We made that call like a month ago. So we just killed the account. Okay, try not to get fingerprints on this. Fortunately, like, there's a little bit of static on the acrylic, and it's great for installing the artwork, because actually the artwork just presses onto it. So it's really nice. Okay, so we kind of have that going. IP scrub bots are petty and obnoxious. What do you mean by that? Okay. It's definitely a good one. Hold on, guys. I'm testing out some of these. This good one. It's too loose. It's loose. Okay. One sec, guys. So what I'm doing is I had to get some of these corner brackets, and some of these like don't really fit that well. And they're a little too loose, so I had to get ones that I know that will be fine. Actually, this one doesn't need to be super tight, so now that I think about it. Okay. All right, cool. Oh, yeah. I think that's what happened. But it was definitely like Biggie's estate, because like we had other content, and they just singled out the Notorious B.I.G. stuff. You know what I mean? Okay. Got that going. You get this side up. Okay. Get 2 bolts. Bolt this down here. 1. Shout out to Dope Mikey on the beats, guys. Gave me a dope beat tape that I could play on my streams without getting copyright strikes and all that good stuff. Yeah, no, I mean, we definitely had an image of Biggie, so it was like the same thing, except we had Bison, Biggie Bison. Okay, I'm gonna peel this off, guys. Woo! Pretty good peel so far. We only really got one snag.
Another jonyfraze production.
All right. Let's go. All right, let's get some extra screws for 2, 3, 4. Yo, C-Pen, what up, man? I'm good, bro. We're just grinding as usual, man. Yo, man. I got buffs. Can you believe that, bro? I got buffs. I got them sim buffs. Oh, I can't wait to play later. I can't wait to play later. That'll be my treat for today. I got to get through all this work. Fortunately, I didn't really... Well, actually, not fortunately, but I didn't really have too many orders today. Like, standard orders. So... I don't really have anything pending at the moment. Okay, so we have that. Very nice. 1, 2, 3. This is 3. Just gonna install these corners right now, actually. I don't usually do this, but why not? Yeah, she seems cool. That's awesome, man. Yeah, Elena's awesome. I'm a big Elena fan, just like as a character. So I'm gonna definitely try her out later, and I'm definitely gonna do a session. Actually, we have to test the stick today, so we can kind of like goof around. Oh, dude, I'm so scrubby. Holy crap, guys! I forgot we have to put in buttons first. Wow. Okay. Anyway, let's flip this over. All right, let's get that flipped over. Let's get my buttons. All right, now I got to look at my main screen here, and I got to check out the positioning of the buttons. So I have this ready to go. I'm going to zoom in so I know what's what. I mean, it's pretty straightforward, but I also want to make sure I'm using the right pieces because they are very specific to what location they are. Even though there's like a little bit of trace of the graphic in the background, that's the reason why. So I'm going to zoom in so I have a nice view of that, and then just go back and install. Now I use these little these containers here, okay? It's like my build containers, and I use them to keep everything organized. Okay, so I'm looking for the highlight that's on the top here. That's basically north. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna go right down the line. Fortunately, all I have to do is line up the graphic. The Nuka-Cola bottle caps. If you guys don't know, in Fallout, I didn't even know this. I was told this, but the bottle caps are the currency in the game. So what I'm trying to say are these buttons are actually money. Okay. Popping each button in. Yeah, these are gravities. I typically only do gravities. For customs. Uh-oh, guys. Hold on. Oh no, are these gonna move? This one's rattling in here. These shouldn't move. Oh no, guys. Yeah, so these are moving in here. This is bad. I'll tell you why. Because now I have to remove all of these. I don't understand. They don't usually move like this. I have to glue them down. Oh my god, this is gonna be a disaster. Okay. I don't know why all of a sudden. I have a feeling, you know what? I suspected that the gravities, they changed their specs, bro. I feel like they changed the spec because they felt a little different when I was like loosening up the buttons. Ay, ay, ay. This is gonna add a lot of time, unfortunately, guys. I was trying to be done by like 3 o'clock today, but oh well. I swear they didn't move when I tested them. Wednesday, yeah, it's definitely like this is like a Wednesday thing actually. 1, 2, 3. Wait, what?
Another jonyfraze production.
Okay, I gotta park this really quick, guys, and I have to glue down these buttons. Oh, straight disaster. Again, I didn't mean... It's supposed to rain all week? The rest of the week, you mean, or next week? Okay, guys, I literally have to glue every single button down. This is gonna take forever. Or no, I'm gonna do this. This is just gonna be more efficient. The other idea that I had was I can reprint the holes of the buttons at a different spec. I'm sorry, cut them at a different spec. And then, but yeah, I think we're just gonna have to go one by one. There's something different about these gravities. They're like a little tighter. I think they changed a little bit of the specification for them. Okay, so we're just gonna go one by one and pop them in as we finish them. Super annoying, but gotta get it done. So what I'm doing, I'm literally taking out the insert and then I'm gluing the top in. Yeah, people love, basically people just they base it on the budget because, you know, these gravity buttons cost like $6, dude. Can you imagine? One button $6. Sama buttons, you know, if you're not getting anything fancy, they're like $2, like $2.50. You know what I mean? It's way different as far as cost is concerned. Sanwa is still definitely like one of the best buttons out there. You just know how they're gonna work. Wait, why do I have on the stick? What do you have again, Pop? You bought a Quamba, right? No, you don't have gravities. You have like one of the other Quamba buttons. Well, what the hell's going on? Okay. Round 202. I forgot, Pop. Did you buy extra buttons for your build or no? Yeah, clear Sanwas, they're kind of like rattly, but I mean that's the only thing you could get if you wanted the artwork in them. I think these are the best buttons for the modern FGC. Getting these gravity buttons, I think they're available in the US, at least for us in the US. Okay, let's just say that they're the best buttons for US consumers. You can get them in the US pretty easily. Okay, they're expensive, but they work great. They feel great, you know? So this is the button I'm recommending for most people that's in the US. You can get like Chinese buttons and all that. Like I use the Ctong buttons. Those are actually my favorite buttons. But, what do you call it? Tariffs. Orange Man gave us some tariffs and now they're like hard to get. Well, they're not hard to get. They're expensive to ship to us. So... Damn Orange Man. You can blame Orange Man for that. Yep, even Amazon got them. Yeah, that's why I just tell people, like, if you don't want any trouble, and because like what the other thing about the Ctong buttons, like the Chinese made buttons, guys, is that like they make like seasonal versions of them. So you may buy a set of buttons that you can't get replacements for down the line. So what I would recommend if you're gonna go with the Ctong Chinese buttons. They're great, right? But buy extras, or at least buy extra switches. But I would just buy extras because number one, it costs a lot to import them now, so you might as well get a little bit more. Get like 2 extra buttons, like for your main setup, because if something happens, you're not going to be able to replace that exact button anymore because like the next season comes out. You know how like keyboard switches are? I didn't realize this, but like keyboard switch scene, they drop like seasonal drops with different names. So like it'll be like, okay, here's the spec of this keyboard switch, and then like it will never come out again. Dude, the guy is orange, bro. Like if you just watch a video of him, he's literally orange. It's insane. You know, my mom was just over. She slept over last night. And she was telling me one of her friends from the Philippines, she's Filipino, obviously. And she was here on a green card. But what happened is she got really sick. And while she was sick and being treated, her appointment that was supposed to be like a renewal for the green card had lapsed. And she tried to call and get extensions and all that, but she was honestly, and she doesn't have a lot of family here, so no one was able to really help her. And she got really sick and kind of missed those appointments. So now she's kind of here past her date. And my mom was that's why my mom was here. My mom doesn't live around me, but her friend lives around here. So my mom was helping her out, trying to get all that stuff sorted for her so she can get an extension on her green card. But I mean, now we don't actually know what's happening. So she's kind of like crying. She was like crying. I didn't see this. This is just my mom telling me, because like she actually doesn't know what's going to happen. Like she can literally get deported at this point. You know, there should be some situations where, you know what I mean? Like, there should be some situations where there's a little bit of, and it's not like she did the wrong thing. She didn't like come here illegally. You know what I mean? Like she was actually here legally, but then a situation happened and then now she's in a bad predicament, you know, based on that. I don't know. And then, and with today's government, like we don't even know what's going to happen. Yo, Pop, man. I got screwed over yesterday from Canada. Blaster, you too. I mean, being that you're the Canadians in the chat. So I went to go ship, you know, the last build that I did yesterday? I shipped that to Canada. When I got to making my shipping label, they charged me an extra like $18 just to make the label because Canada Post is on strike and UPS has to pick up the slack. Yeah, so UPS picked up the slack and charged an extra fee, like it was like it was a Canada Post strike. Can you believe that? That never happened before because I've definitely been working while Canada Post was on strike. I do ship a lot of stuff to Canada. UK and Canada, I definitely get a lot of orders from. And yeah, like yesterday's build went to Canada, right? And yeah, that bodied me, bro. Like I work on really small margins for you guys. Believe it or not, like even though you guys think this stuff is expensive, all the parts, look at all these parts, $6 a button. Do the math. Do the math, do the cost of the board, you know, do the cost to commission artwork, do the cost, everything. You'll see I make nothing. Okay? So like the $18 that I paid extra for shipping, that really like, it really hurt. You know what I mean? I was like, damn, bro. Like, I kind of just do these commissions for content for you guys. So I can hang out with you guys and show off my stuff. It's basically marketing. What I'd like to do is just kind of sell the DIY kits so that you guys can do this on your own. But yeah, I do the build so I have some content for you guys and have some content for marketing. Canada Post has also beyond work rules since COVID as well. I think I read about it and I think that the Canadian government needs to do better. They're getting paid crap. Like these workers, and especially in your environment in Canada where it's cold as hell. Did you see what they're trying to do to these guys? Okay, so like currently I think the process, I could be totally wrong. Blaster and Pop, you guys can correct me. But from what I read and heard is that their current workday is like 2 hours in the morning of sorting the mail for their route, and then they go on their route, right? Now they want to tell them that they're not going to be sorting their packages anymore. And then they're just going to go start their shift and just go right on the route. So it's going to be like 8 hours. 8 hours of them in like, you know, cold ass Canadian winters, just running around, delivering mail for 8 hours. And they're getting paid well below the standard. I think like the person that was interviewed that I watched, I think he only made like $21.60 an hour for all that grueling work. Dude, that's crazy. That's crazy, man. They're bankrupt. Yeah, see, I didn't know this. Yeah, I don't know the financials behind that, but that's the reason, huh? Did not know. Yeah, I had no clue. I know. I mean, that's why they're on strike, I guess. So Pop, so what's the verdict? I mean, and Blaster, like what are you guys hearing on the news? Like what's the president gonna, not president, I'm sorry. I keep saying fucking president. What's the what do you guys call him? Yeah, the Prime Minister. What's the Prime Minister, like, saying, you know? Like, how is he going to solve this? Because I'm pretty sure Donald Trump would just say, shut up. You know, all these postal workers. You'll do some searching. You don't have to. I just thought maybe you guys knew, like, from, like, what you guys heard on, I was going to say radio, like, radio's still a thing. Does anyone still listen to radio? The radio. I'm dating myself. Actually, people still listen to the radio in their cars. Arslan Ash just DM me about stick parts. He's thinking of building his own lever. Dude, Arslan can pay for, like, a whole fabrication of his own lever. The Arslan lever. He should just, you know what he should do, man? He should just contact IST or Crown in Korea and just be like, hey, I want to release a limited edition lever. Here's how I want it to feel. And a couple mods back and forth. Maybe a trip to Korea to test out a lever. You know what I mean? And then boom, you'll have an Arslan Ash Pro Edition. If I had the means and I was into Korean levers, I would probably do that. He's like the biggest name in Tekken, bro. Like, why wouldn't you? Dear Johnny, I have the coin for one of your... Wait, I don't have the coin, but I can borrow your expertise. Let me know if I need to tip you. Okay, I mean, it sounds like pretty involved, man. Yeah, you'll never. Yeah, if anything, hit me up on Discord. That's probably the best bet. Yo, thanks, Taco. Yeah, me and Clev made this shirt years ago. If you didn't get the drop on it, then sorry, sucker. This was the J. Cole Sim shirt. Guys, so we are backtracking right now. Wondering why I'm going so slow installing buttons when it should just be a second. I think the spec of the gravity's changed a little bit where my inserts don't fit via pressure. I don't know if I messed up or I don't know. I'm pretty sure that they feel different. Like they feel a little tighter than usual. Like the way the plastics are fitting on these. So I'm thinking they made an adjustment. I'll have to do some research. I did order a bunch for other builds, so we'll see. Uh-oh. That goof? There we go. Okay. Tell me what controller brand it is. Because I might not know, man. I'm not like the all-knowing, you know? Like, I only kind of just know how to do customs and know the details about my stuff. So, you might... You know what I mean? Like, I may not know. It's just, I don't know anything about, like, the internals of other brands and stuff like that. You know, like Quamba. I haven't bought a Quamba stick since the Obsidian. You know what I mean? But if it's for another vendor, I probably won't be the best person to ask. If it's a general fight stick question, yeah, for sure. Kyle Wizard switches. I've never tried them. I have the ghost switches. I like the ghost switches. But yeah, I mean, that's a... You know who to ask? Don't ask a fight stick person. Ask a keyboard nerd. Like, you want to ask your keyboard nerd friends. If you have any keyboard nerd friends, they know all about the switches. Switches are their bitches. But they literally know everything about switches. I mean, there's just so many out there that you can't possibly, you know, test them all. But the keyboard guys do. because they love just popping keys out and like quickly, you know, testing them out. They have a whole bunch of terms that I didn't realize. I've been looking into it. Man, like the keyboard guys, they have like, they say things like creamy. Yo, no diddy, bro. You know? That sounds like that sounds like if you hit a key, a foam party starts. You know what I mean? Can you imagine that? You hit a key and just foam just flies everywhere. They do say things like creamy. I was like, what? What does that mean? And I guess I understand it, like a creamy press. You know? Hey, yo. Do you have buttons that support Chalk V2s? I don't make any buttons, Ridden Soul. So, yeah, but you could get... You can get, like, the Chinese buttons, the Sitong buttons. Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, so, like, the Sitong buttons support, the Chalk switches, I believe. Someone told me to get, like, this, oh my god, I forgot the name of the button. Damn, but it sounded crazy. They're like, you're gonna like this button. It was like the wind something. Sounded like a Zelda game. I was like, oh, the switch is like purple. And I went to go look for them. They're all sold out. I'm like, Jesus, man. These keyboard nerds are taking over. Wind engine. Yeah, that's it. That's the one. I tried to buy a set because everyone's like, I think this is the profile you like for buttons. And I was like, okay. And they're cheap, you know, if you buy a set of switches. Not because you're not buying buttons, you're buying switches. So like one is like not expensive. That is Fatal Fury. There, I just put on the combo breaker top 8 for Fatal Fury. Okay, one more button, guys. Holy moly, I can't believe I had to do this. What I normally do, instead of using the glue now, I have a speck of the circle cut that I use on my laser cutter that cuts it so that it's just tight enough that they just stay via pressure, right? So this is the, and I think I'm almost certain I used that spec for this build. So I'm thinking either Kwamba adjusted it or I messed up. I can't really confirm it right now. I'm willing to bet that I messed up. Maybe I just did my normal Sanwa spec for this. Oh, I know why. Yes, I do know why. So it is my fault. Here's why. I did not know that Psi Delta, the client, who... Okay, Psi Delta is the client, right? He asked me to do a custom layout. This layout with an extra button. Okay? He asked me to do the extra layout. And it took a while for Clev to finish the artwork because he has a queue. So then he's like, "Hey man, Clev finished the artwork. Could we do a build? Could we do the build?" And I thought that I was just gonna do an enclosure for him, and I was gonna send him the prints and the enclosure, and he was gonna do the build. So I initially made, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I initially made this setup as my DIY spec, and I have the button insert set to Sanwa. That's what happened. And that's why these are a little bit looser. Because the Sanwa inserts are looser than the gravity ones. Hey Lauren, what up? So that's what we got so far, guys. Got Fallout graphic by Clev for Psi Delta. So good, right? And then the buttons are the coins. Okay. Alright. You know what? I'm gonna do the weird part first. The weird part is that we're adding extra... We have 2 extra buttons, right? I'm gonna make this L3 and that's R3. Okay, so I'm gonna install my trusty 5-pin connector. Okay, so then I am gonna... Let's see if this reaches, dude. Does this reach? Oh, we can actually get this to work? Word? Wait, hold up. Wait, why is there four things here? Okay, well anyway. I'm gonna plug this in. Plug that in. Okay, so this is touchpad is green. I am going to unchain this so my goal is to make the left button wait, hold on. My bad, guys. Okay. So this button I need to make L3, and this one I need to make R3. Okay, so I know that the L3 button is going to be orange. So I'm going to plug that in now. Orange. Okay, nice. Okay, and then this is going to be blue, which is R3.
Don't forget bombs.
Where's my zip ties, guys? Here we go. Get my bag of zip ties out. I know. What's my zip tie sponsor? Shout out to my zip tie sponsor, Tanti Industrial. I'm actually not sponsored by them, but if they ever see this, I use a bunch of your zip ties. Can you imagine I get zip tie sponsor? I'll be like Tanti jonyfraze while playing in tournaments. Tanti. Okay. I know for a fact that the touchpad button's going to go in the middle over there. So I'm just going to zip tie this whole bracket right here. Very nice. Okay. Very nice. Tanti zip ties. I just have the company logo on the screen. I should make like t-shirts and shit. just randomly make a t-shirt. You know what? That will probably get me sponsored. If I actually like started repping. I mean, if I was like an exec, I'd be like, you know what? Take care of that kid. You know what I mean? If I was an executive of Tanti Zip Ties and I saw someone just repping, like for no damn reason, you know what I mean? I'd be like, take care of that guy. Give him zip ties for life. Oh my god. Yeah, send that man 10,000 zip ties right now. He's a good guy. Okay, we're gonna do the, So I do have some more modding to do because my dumbass forgot to buy... Yes, I forgot. I forgot to buy the all button kit. Okay? So that means I literally have to manually wire all these wires. But that's okay, we get to cut them to length. That's the good part about it. We get to cut them to the right length, which means less ugliness and waste. So first button we're going to do is, this is going to be left. Left is usually yellow, I believe. Yes. Left is yellow. So I'm going to cut out the yellow button right there. Okay. And we're going to get a box of... Hold on. Actually, let me cut this. All right. Here we go. Yellow, and then down is orange. No, down is red. Down is red. Okay. So we're just going to size up all the buttons right now. Just going to sneak these under. Hold on, let me cut this. Actually, let me just cut this whole piece right here. Yep. Okay. Yellow, that's a good length. Red. That's a good length. Okay. Right. Okay. And then down. Oh, no, up. My bad. Up. Up's right here, so that's cool. Okay. You know what? I'm going to probably use these wires in a sec. Alright, now I have to get some quick disconnects. Gotta get some QDs. QDs! Get my wire strippers. Honestly, even though this is like more tedious, it's going to look better. So, I don't mind doing it. It's going to look way better. Instead of having the hitbox cable, you know, kind of like attached with a bunch of zip ties, this is way cleaner. So, in the end, it's going to be a better look. Yeah, right? Okay. Shout out to my wire stripper from 1964 with the electrical tape grip. All right, we're gonna do yellow first. Okay. Plug in yellow. Red is down. Lauren, how long does it take for you to do your braided sets? Average. I know everything's different. Like, every build's a little different, but for you to do, like, a whole set of braideds, how long would that take? So what we're talking about, guys, is, like, you could do like, really nice sleeved wiring. Sleeve braided, like, braided cables and whatnot. I should say sleeved. I don't know why I said braided, but yeah. Talking about sleeve wiring. Really nice. Looks great. But very tedious. And trying to get someone to do it for you, that's another thing.
listening to the boy the other day, man. You know, phrase is bad, man. You got them beats to make you say,
You posted yours on Discord? Okay. You're fast though, 30-60 minutes, unless it has the rocker switches and is leverless. Also depends on if I'm sleeving. Oh, so do you not sleeve the ground chain? No, wait. You can't really sleeve a ground chain because you have to like rip it all apart, right? You would just make like one like, you put all the grounds like in a lead, right? In a big thing. I mean, I've done it before, so that's how I used to do it. I used to just like sleeve through and push them all through and get like a little bit of a thicker sleeve. Yeah, it's annoying. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I would rather just make a new set if that's the case. It's probably faster to make a new set. It's annoying. I don't think I'd ever do that. I wouldn't do that for customer builds unless they absolutely request it and I'm charging fucking like $200 just for labor. Because that is insane. It's insane amount of work. Oh, how much? I'm in. Okay, how much? So I never really thought about this because I've never really put it into my. How much would you charge per button? That's because you're a masochist. There's no king shame. It came out clean. I did it twice now. First time 4 at 5 hours. Second time 2 hours. 2 hours, huh? Yeah, that's about right. I would say mine, like if I were to do it, probably 2 hours. Okay, I'm crimping up these cables, guys. Still have to do the ground chain, guys. Honestly, wait, hold on. Let me wait until I finish the grounds. So I need to do 4 points, right? So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3.
Don't forget balance.
I need more black cable, guys. Hopefully I just have one laying around. I think I see some. Oh, wait. What? Guys, look at this. We have a cheat system. We could cheat. Nice des. Oh, sick. Okay. Look, I saved a... This is why you save your cables, guys. What's up, Max Mouse? So... Yeah, buddy, we could just use these. And then I could just splice in another one in the corner here. Yes, we just saved like 10 minutes. Dead ass. Always save extra cables, guys. You never know when you're gonna need like something. So that worked out lovely. You even had the even had the shield on it too. Trying to look for another black cable. It doesn't have to be black, but I'm just trying to, for the sake of consistency. Oh, wait. I'm tripping. Oh, no. Yeah, smaller enclosures. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, so we're just gonna do, wow. This is super, super long. I don't know why I did this. I'm gonna cut this little point here. Guys, remind me to vacuum later. Okay. This should be the last button for this little chain here. Okay. And then all I got to do is link these two ground cables together right here. And I'll just split them, splice them, and then put a put some heat shrink tubing. Let's get some heat shrink tube. Good thing about heat shrink tube is we get to use fire. Yeah. Yeah. Fire. 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 Yeah. 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 Fire. Oh, did I just throw away the heat shrink tube? I did. I'm such a scrub. I'm not digging that shit out. Wow. I need more heat shrink tube. Damn, that was a waste, bro. I'm mad. I'm mad at that because I don't have a lot left. Your bunghole. I need teepee. TP for my bunghole. I do that a little too good, right? Yeah. Tell me you're a 90s kid without being a 90s kid, without saying you're a 90s kid, right? That's like the one way. You could be like, TP? And if they say TP for my bunghole or for my bunghole, you know they're a 90s kid. You know what I mean? You just know. You're like, yeah. Shut up, butthead. Fire. 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 Oh, come on, fire. I'm out of fire, guys. Damn it, Beavis. Here we go. Fire. What the hell? How am I out of fire? Wait. Hey, baby. Come to Butthead. Whoa. Okay. Hey, baby. Check out my butt. Oh my god. Can you imagine that's what kids used to walk around saying back in the 90s, guys? They'd be like, hey, baby. Literally, that's what people used to walk around like. Everybody, too. The hood kids, everybody. Everybody loved that shit. It didn't matter if you were like, you know, if you like rock, because you know how like Beavis and Butthead study like metal. It didn't matter. That shit was mad funny. That was a hip hop kid. We're just dying. We're like dying with Beavis and Butthead. So good. They try to bring it back, but I think you just had to be there, you know? Those are one of those situations where you just had to be there in that era. Because it's not funny when you just like if you try to show it to a kid right now, they'll be like, that's so dumb, you know? You're like, you like that? It's, you know what I mean? It doesn't hit the same. We must find this butthole who took our TV. Dude, MTV is now known as the freaking Jersey Shore channel or something. Oh, that's the station that just plays Jersey Shore all day, right? Or the real, when did it start? The Real World. Remember when MTV, I remember when MTV just played videos. That was sick. Yo, what the fuck is this mess, guys? Oh my god, this is not even cool. This is the link. Look at this, bro. I can freaking, this is like a Christmas light. Oh my god, why? Why is this, why are there so many? Are you gotta be kidding me. Bro, I'm like, I can go to the kitchen with this. Oh man, am I gonna have to do this shit all from scratch? I'm not trying to do that. I think we're gonna zip tie each one. God dang, dude. What in the hell? So, I bought this GP2040 CE kit from Amazon. And I guess they have different manufacturer for these wire harnesses. Okay, we're just gonna be, we're definitely gonna holler at our boys from Tanti with some zip tie work. But this is nonsense right now. Yo, like each button connection is like 50 feet. Note to self, don't buy these wire kits from Amazon. Yeah, I found a distributor for GP2040, and I was like, oh, cool. It's actually a good price. Well, you guys saw earlier, I got a bad board. I mean, you can't really mess up wires. I mean, it's just metal, right? So I'm certain the wires are fine. But bro, they gave me extra cables here. I don't even need these, dude. I don't even need these. I'm just gonna cut this. Alright, it's not that bad, but it's just crazy, like how these cables don't need to be this long. I mean, I'm trying to save them money, you know? You got a, oh, you're doing an H-Rap build? Nice, man. I do love old Sega cabs. You know what I mean? Old Sega cabs. For the dub. Okay. Let's do the punches. So look, the ground chain is super crazy, and then like the regular buttons for attacks is like normal. Like, what the hell, man? These guys are cracked out. Okay. Definitely gonna zip tie all these. Okay, Tanti zip ties, everybody. I just bought them from before Amazon. I think they're Sinocade US proxy storefront. I think I don't know if it's Sinocade. Sin. The one it's like SJX, something like that. That's the one that I always see. It's like SJ, something like that. It's not Sinocade. Sinocade. I don't know how to say it, but definitely not that. I'm just going to angle these slightly now. Just so that we don't have any trouble putting the bottom enclosure on. Okay, let's do the kicks. Actually, let me thread this whole jammy through. Okay, there we go. That's the one. If you go to the other listings, the seller, you see other items like Gamer Finger. Yeah, yeah. That's I mean, that's the guy that I bought this kit from. But yeah, I'm pretty bummed that one of my GP2040s are not working.
Don't forget dollars.
What worries me the most is now I'm down a board that I can't use. I'm down a board and I probably have to order another one for a build because I was expecting, you know, that to be a working unit for this build, and then now I have one down and I have other builds to do. Guys, I'm looking at my bench, guys. I have fucking 4 more builds to do. I literally have 4 more builds to do. Like on some madness shit. Like, you see my bench over there? It's crazy. Like, I kind of did it to myself because the way that I was thinking is that it's tournament season and I could probably squeeze in as many builds as I can right now, because it's probably going to be slow later in the year, right? It's probably going to be slower later in the year, and I probably won't have as much business. So I'm like, I might as well just go ballistic right now, take as many as I can now, and then while it slows down, I'll, you know. Also, I kind of want to take a vacation in August. I'm definitely going to go on vacation in August. Thinking about doing another Europe trip, man. Europe's popping, guys. Any Americans, go to Europe. You'll actually experience freedom. I hate to say this, but yeah, like, Europe's more free than America. At least, like, in the EU. It actually felt like freedom. You know what I mean? I'll be in Europe from June to... Nice, man. 6 weeks, dude. That is fun. Where are you going? I'll be in Europe. Taco. Where to? I think me and my wife were planning Italy. Like, we're probably gonna do like Rome, Venice, and then go to the beach, like Amalfi. Go to the Amalfi Coast. You know what I mean? I think that's the plan. Okay. All right, guys. So we have successfully installed all the punches and kicks right now. Let's thread this through. Okay. That's all the punches and kicks right there. We still have to... Oh, you know what? We have 2 extra buttons to do. Crap, I keep forgetting. That's okay. Oh. Where's my wire strippers, guys? You guys steal my tools again? You guys always freaking steal my tools, man. I don't understand how you guys do that over the internet. How do you steal tools over the internet? Seriously, where are they? fudge? You hit the tools in the heat shrink? Oh, here they go. Okay, I found them. I swear, that's not you. You guys did that. You guys always hide my tools, man. You have a special kind of Twitch chat that hides my tools. A lot of wire work today, man. Everybody wants all this custom buttons and everything, and it takes way longer. So based on this and a bunch of other experience that I have building, where it's like a lot of wire work and like extra work, I am gonna start charging a different rate for labor. And I'm gonna make it like tier based versus like, oh, it costs this much for the dub, costs this much for a minute. That's how I used to do it, like it's just based on the product. But now I'm gonna do it via tier. Like, okay, if you want more extra wires, it's gonna be like tier 2. You know what I mean? If you want the LED wire up, or not really the LEDs, or like you have the buttons inserted, button inserts with artwork. You know, it's gonna cost more. Judah. What's going on, Bade? Okay, here we go. All right. 2 extra buttons, and then we can proceed and continue to rock the mic. I shall proceed and continue. I wake up early in the morning, I mean early afternoon, breaking lyrical hymn off the stem like boom. The brother represented on the 28th of June. Extra kudos if you guys know what I'm singing. You guys can ID that. One sec, guys. I'm trying to find some wires. I'm on a paper chase. Say what? I'm on a paper chase. My Timberlands are fully laced. I be that Mr. Boogeyman. With records from 125th to Japan. Yep, Lauren got it. Lauren's an OG. Yeah, it's what do you call it? Do you want more? It's called, the song's called Proceed. I shall proceed and continue to rock the mic. Yo, Black Thought's a goat, man. I'm sorry. Like, I'm not talking about who the greatest rapper is as far as like overall, you know, greatest rapper, but if you're talking about the greatest lyricist, greatest like barbarian, it's got to be Black Thought, bro. It can be no other than Black Thought. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't say he's the best rapper, like best artist, best, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think he's on Nas's level. You know what I mean? But as far as just raw lyrics and just making you think and being witty and smart and all that, oh my God. Black Thought is just on another planet, bro. Put Jizza up? Yeah, but he ain't no Black Thought though. Like, Jizza's very monotone and like, you know, like okay, look up Black Thought Funkmaster Flex freestyle. Your life will change forever. Your life will change forever. Scott Storch makes bangers, fooling around on producing. Yeah, Scott still got it, man. You know? And you know what I like about Scott now? He like grew up, you know what I mean? He like understood he messed up with the drugs and everything. He grew up, you know? And now he's just living life and kicking ass. Doing his thing. I mean, he's got lean back money for his whole life. I'm pretty sure Dr. Dre takes care of him too for producing Still Dre. You know, I hope he got some money from Still Dre. Can you believe that? The most West Coast, okay, fun fact, fun hip hop fact, guys. Okay. Still Dre, the West Coast banger that basically, you know, is the song that West Coast hip hop you know, that's it. Just it's Still Dre, you know what I mean? Still Dre, produced, main melody produced by a dude from Philly, Scott Storch, a white dude from Philly, okay, Scott Storch, and written by one of the best East Coast rappers ever, Jay-Z. Did you guys know that? Jay-Z wrote every verse in Still Dre. No one knows that. He wrote the whole damn song. That is a Jay-Z record with Scott Storch on the beat. And that's West Coast. I'm not dissing the West Coast, by the way. This is not a diss to the West Coast. This is just a fact check that one of the most iconic West Coast tracks is actually written and produced by East Coast dudes. You know what I mean? That's some wild stuff. You die with East Coast? Yeah. I mean, I love West Coast. My favorite West Coast producers are like Battle Cat. Who else is dope? Battle Cat. I mean, DJ Quick's crazy. You know what I mean? Oh my god. These guys are just animals, you know? Quick. There's this dude, Focus 3 Dots. Wait, no, Focus, I don't know if he's from the West Coast, but I think he stay out there now. I mean, Hit Boy's crazy. You're talking about some new producers. Hit Boy is crazy. Hit Boy is probably the most talented producer right now. Low key. That guy is incredible. You off to the size hip hop talk occurs. That's okay. Yeah, you're not a big hip hop guy, huh, Blaster? Not for nothing. I kind of like I love hip hop, but I feel like it was kind of forced on me at first, and then I started to really love it, cause like it was just I'm just a product. You know, I liked it from the, I got into it from the environment that I'm from. Just everyone just listened to hip hop. My older brother is not really a hip hop head though. My older brother was like more of like, he liked, I don't know, he grew up listening to like new wave and he did like rock for a bit. Heavy metal he liked. But he listened to like a little bit of everything. House. So my brother kind of had a cool musical taste because he literally like opened my ears to like, but what really made me fall in love with hip hop was listening to like Eric B and Rakim tape, and then later I would say this is the most significant thing. The biggest thing was listening to Low End Theory from A Tribe Called Quest. That album basically made me fall in love with hip hop. No, but you know what, Blaster? You guys got a really cool hip hop scene too in Canada. I mean, not Drake. I mean, Drake kind of is like the latest version of it. You know, well, not really, but there's much newer artists than Drake. But the Drake era, you know, I think we're on the tail end of the Drake era from Canada. But like back in the day, there was like dudes like Cardinal Official, super dope, man. Definitely still had that Caribbean vibe because he would have like a little patois when he would rap, you know. But yeah, Cardinal Official, so sick, yo. So like yeah, Canada's kind of been, especially like Toronto, has always been like a hip hop city. Yo, Choclair? Bro, yeah, crazy. Yeah, I forgot about Choclair. That's a good one, man. I got a Choclair record somewhere. Yeah, that's for sure. Okay. Nice. Does the East Coast looks at Tribe the same way West Coast look at? Yeah. Tribe is like that. So it depends how old you are. I hate to say this. It really depends how old you are. You know what I mean? But Tribe is like the step where like hip hop was like it became like two different paths. You know, like if you were like a nerd, like hip hop nerd, you know, um, like De La, the whole native tongue thing, that became like okay, that's like you could be creative in hip hop and not just rap about like, you know, gangster stuff or it got creative. Like they were sampling like rock records and stuff, you know? So I feel like it was like a divergence. So like I fell in love with that side of hip hop. You know, I although I did love like the gangster stuff, it just didn't resonate with me because I'm not like, you know, I'm not a gangster. You know what I mean? Like I didn't grow up that way. So I resonated with the creative side of hip hop, you know, and that's where everyone loved Tribe. I mean, they had bangers though, Scenario and Check the Rhyme and all that good stuff, man. That Low End Theory album is life changing for me. That was the first inkling of like I understood how hip hop worked with like, you know, creative sampling and like and I learned about jazz through that record. I was like, you know, when I first heard like the Grant Green sample, you know, for like or like old soul records like Minnie Riperton for Check the Rhyme, you know, like I learned so much about music through that record. You know what I mean? And that's why I love that record so much, because not only did I learn about like, you know, fell in love with hip hop, like beats and rhymes and everything and DJing, but I fell in love with the process of, because I understood like, wow, they took these old records and flipped them, you know, and made them something new. That was like really interesting to me because, you know, prior to that, I just thought the rappers made all the music. Like I didn't understand that there was producers and DJs, you know, and I just didn't get it, you know? A lot of people don't get that right now. They think like the guy, you know, they think their favorite rap song, whoever is the artist, they made the music. You know what I mean? And I think that's like, that for me was like the step. And then I got into producing, I got into digging records and everything. And like, yeah, like that was the step forward that made me fall in love, not with just hip hop, but just with music. What a great record, man. Okay, guys, I think we wired everything up. I think that was the last of the wires. I hope I did it properly. I'm pretty sure I did. Okay. Woo! Let's cut all this stuff out of here. So many wires. Yeah. Oh. No, yeah. You know what? I think I may have to put some of those shims for the sides. Let's see. I've been trying to figure out a solution for this for like a couple weeks now. Not a week. What am I talking about? Because last build. I got to try to figure out how to make. I'm gonna grab a piece of tape real quick. I'm gonna try something different. Just gonna put a piece of tape right here. Oh, it worked. Oh shit, look at that. Dang, I'm smart sometimes, guys. So I don't necessarily need to put this tape on all of them. I just need to put it on the last one so that there's a little bit of friction. Yo, Cool G Rap. Oh my god. Cool G Rap and Polo. Ill Street Blues? Ill Street Blues is so crazy. Oh, you remember that Fast Life joint with Nas? Living the fast life for fast cars. Woo! Cool G Rap and Polo. Damn. Zero Cool. You can't just order it yet. We gotta start a conversation. You gotta hit me up on Discord, bro. You tell me what you want. I kick out a quote. You pay me, and we get it going from there. Wishlist Street Fighter 6. Makoto. Fei Long. Makoto, Fei Long. Sagat, maybe? I don't know. That one's for Pop, really. The Sagat pick's really for Pop. I don't know. I don't really care, to be honest. Honestly, I'd rather get a new character. Add to the lore, you know? Maybe a new character. Patty. Okay. Woo! Clev slayed this, right? What the hell? Oh, what the hell? Oh, what the hell? Okay. Let's plug in this side right here. That's the USB side. Exclamation point Discord in the chat. Zero Cool, did you go to the commission page? It's on the website. All the information that you need right away is right there. Give me a second, I'll show you. Just give me a second. Okay. Uno momento, por favor. Mi amigo. Whoa, 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 Zero, cool! You're not living up to your namesake. I will show you. Just give me a second. Okay. All right, here we go. It tells you exactly the whole process. Right here. jonyfraze.com. You click on commissions. If you're interested in commissioning a build, please send a friend request to jonyfraze via Discord. You click on that link right there. Okay. Once everything is finalized, there could be a deposit. Yeah, I'm actually working on deposit right now because I'm on build number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, this is build 7, so it'll be a deposit. Okay. Pricing is right here for the dub. Yeah, I'll put this in the chat for everybody. Use these. Yeah, so this is the process. Just reach out to me via Discord. You tell me what you want. Here's some rough pricing so you get an idea. This is all rough pricing right here. And this is all the stuff that all the presets come with. You can do a dub plate or a mini dub as well. Here's my whole process right here. Everything is right here. Each build takes 15 to 20 hours to complete. The graphic work starts. You know, when the graphic works, once the final payment is started, I'll begin working on your graphics when your spot is up in the queue. I order your parts. Then I do prep work, you know, get all the prints ready to go. Today, we're right here on build day in this commission process. Right now, today, we're on build day. Okay, then I test and take photos, and then I ship the stick. These are my graphics revision policies. And this is everybody that's currently on the queue and what stage they are for their build. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I actually had 7, but one guy I haven't heard from in a long time. Right? Everybody's step is right here. So for instance, I'm working on Psi Delta. Okay. We have finished everything's paid up, graphics, enclosure is done, parts came in, print and cut is done for his artwork. I'm building it right now and then I'm going to ship it. So those check boxes will get done today. Then I'm going to move on to, you know, Fred Rich Dancer over here. And yeah, finish the rest of this stuff. That's basically where we're at right now. Okay, so everything's here. Just please read carefully. All right, hopefully that answers that question. All right, back to the build, guys. Get back. Ugh. Yeah, so like if you want a perfect parry, a standing, you have to you have to press back. If you want a perfect parry, a low attack, you press down back. I love it. That's like third strike. They made it like third strike again. You could still parry, Pop. You just won't get the screen freeze for the perfect parry. Does that make sense? Okay. Okay, let's get this going. We gotta get the... Gotta get the bottom done. So we're gonna plug in the LEDs. So we got power and ground right over here. Got power. Got ground. All right, Zero, cool. No problem, no problem. bro. Ground and power. Okay. All right, let's flip this bad boy over. I'm going to peel this off right now, and then we'll get the artwork for the bottom going. We do have artwork for the bottom. Okay. Patty's been doing jury duty. Not in the literal sense. She's been trying to get jury to master. Yo, like, Patty, if you're still on, like, just watching you play jury, you kind of, like, I feel like that's your real character. Fuck Ken. I feel like you could probably get to, like, another level with that character. I feel like she can unlock more more of the game for you. And I don't know why, like, it just felt like, for you playing that well, you were playing really well, really fast with that character. That's why, you know what? Are you guys the type of fighting game players that only play, you know, like, you have your one character and that's it? Like, you're like Ken, like, Patty's like Ken for life, bro. I feel like that really limits you. Like, some people think I'm, like, people who know me from Street Fighter 6 era, I'm sorry, Street Fighter 5 era, they're like, okay, Johnny's a Chun-Li player. But then they come to my stream in Street Fighter 6 and they see Dhalsim, they're like, what the hell is wrong with you? You know? Like, I really feel like you need to open up each game that comes out, because even Chun-Li is different. Like, of course I picked Chun-Li, like, first, when Street Fighter 6 first came out, of course I picked Chun-Li, you know? I'm like, I'm gonna try Chun, because maybe she's, like, a little bit the same. But she was nothing like she was in 5. At least my style of how I like to play. Our boy Demon EX, he kept going with Chun-Li. He's still a Chun-Li monster. I think she's a good character, but... Oh, I didn't even read her buffs. I gotta read her buffs. Or nerfs. Did she get nerfed or buffed? Does anyone know off the rip on chat? Did Chun get... Chun got some buffs? Oh, okay, cool. I play other archetypes, but only Geef is the one that's available right now in SF6. Yeah, like, I like picking characters that have the ability to, like, to control, you know? Whether it's through offense or range. So I could play the Dhalsims, I could play, like, very high mobile characters as well. You guys know I started, well, if you guys knew me from SF6, I started with Kimberly. Then I went to Cammy, and then I went to Dhalsim. Like, so random. I just really enjoyed playing Dhalsim. Yeah, me too. I hate that. It's always good to switch it up, right? Okay. Got the bottom panel, guys. We do have our fabulous artwork. And look at this. This is like the bear icon. What? Got the cool bear icon here. Gonna plop that right here. Okay. We have our bottom cover. All right. Love the wood look. Yeah, you could thank Clev for all that. This is all Clev's work. I just cleaned up his graphics a little bit. Things were in like a couple, like there was actually I found a typo. There was a typo on this whole project, and it was a repeated typos. It was a copied and paste, like the same statement. It was the back panel. Honorable was spelled with a B at the end. Honorable, honorable, bulb, honorable. Yo, like Street Fighter 4, I played Balrog. I played Boxer. Like, people didn't think I have a Boxer, you know? But no, yeah, I had a Boxer in Street Fighter 4. He was my main. Like, if I were to play a tournament, it would be with Boxer. Yeah, but Boxer's fun, man. It's weird not having a cross-up, but it's fine. The only thing that I realized that, like, playing Balrog really limited my style. It really limits you. Like, playing Boxer, he's very limiting because, like, he's like a literally left and right character. Like, you don't do anything besides go left and right. You know what I mean? He has no cross-ups, nothing. Everything's left and right. So it's like, it's good and bad. Like, I learned like shimmies through Balrog. You know, like how to do shimmies and stuff like that. But everything else I've learned playing other characters. I think he is a little limiting though. At least Street Fighter 5 Balrog was like very dynamic. But he didn't feel like Boxer though. Yo, Turbo, what up? Yo, Turbo, did you confirm you get medium DP from Jab now with Lily? Did you confirm that? I read the notes. I hope that's the case, bro. It's not consistent? Oh, wait, what? Come on, man. Like, finally you get something without wind? Finally you get something without wind and it's not consistent? Come on, man. My first fight stick, I had this weird Super Nintendo one. Unreal. It was like an off-brand, and it wasn't even 6 buttons. And then my second fight stick I have right over here. I'll grab it. I saved up for like a whole... I don't know. I saved so much. I saved a whole summer. One sec, I'll grab it in a sec. Let me get to a stopping point. Wait, so Lily got nerfs? You got nerfs? How? What the fuck, man? What game are these devs playing, bro? How can Lily get nerfs? Crouching HP doesn't hit behind level 2. Doesn't hit behind anymore, like when they cross you up. And level 2 trades with neutral jump buttons. I'm sorry, bro. That sucks, man. I'm really sorry. Okay, what do you guys think? We got the wood panel going.
You're listening to
Okay, what was I doing? We gotta... Oh yeah, we have to get feet. Feet, 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 feet. Beef got fatter. One sec, guys. Okay. Got our bottom panel that we made earlier against all tyrants. That's got to sit right in here. Okay. It's a little loose, this panel. I don't know how I feel about that. Maybe I should add. Let's see how it sits. Actually, this doesn't have the magnets on the bottom, so it doesn't have to stick perfectly. Let's see. Yep, there we go. Nice. Okay. It's all good. You still gonna play Lily though? Or didn't you pick up Mai too, Turbo? I thought you got a Mai. Where's my electric screwdriver, guys? Oh, I see it. It's charging. The gold's too clean. I know, dude. My next, Lauren, like the next couple of builds I gotta do is all gold. But actually. Yeah, I still have more gold builds to do. Everyone, it's not even by like, it wasn't even on me. It wasn't like, hey guys, I have gold filament now. It was literally like, it just so happened to be. That like, everyone's design kind of had some gold elements to it. Okay. One of them is going to be really gold.
Don't forget the others.
Psi Delta, there he is. We're getting there, brother. Last couple steps, actually. Thank you for the follow. And the commission. Okay. This is kind of heavy, man. Anytime we have the extra bottom panel, definitely a lot heavier. Definitely a lot heavier. Okay, let's put on the bottom foamies. Put the bottom foamies on. You know what? Let me hit this corner a little bit. I just want to make sure it's smooth. One sec, guys. I'm gonna go get a quick sand buffer thingy. Okay. Make sure that's smooth. Nice. Yeah, I gotta vacuum later for sure. Definitely gotta vacuum. Okay, that feels so much better. Yeah, there was like, because I use a card scraper, and you know it's still protected by the paper protection. So there was like a little bit of like you could feel it, like a little roughness from it. So I just took that off. I always just I just put my finger through the whole thing. Pause. No diddy. No diddy. Okay. All right, let's get back to biz. Okay, here we go. So these are new. I've been using these for people who really want, like, you know, I don't want to be the guy that covered Clev's artwork up. You know, I don't want to be the guy to cover all of Clev's art. So we are going to put these little corner brackets on. So much more efficient. Okay. This is number 2, right? Yep. I definitely got a vacuum. Thanks, Lauren. Okay. 2. Number 3. Yeah, foamy widow feet. Honestly, like, it doesn't even... I used the build with this, and, like, they feel fine. Like, they don't feel any different than having a full foam, to be honest. It's still plenty of grip. Still plenty of grip. Okay. You just have to put it on the right angle. There we go. So we got some nice... Okay. Let me hide all this stuff. This down. Woo! I think we are done. Let's do some rough testing. Okay.
Don't forget dollars.
LEDs work. Let's put it on our favorite volume mode. So yeah, I always just put it on this this mode that does voice activation. Okay. Let me wear some gloves. All right. Let's see if we can get the game up really quick. Hey Delta, so I mapped this guy to L3. This is R3. Okay. We have this home, options, and share on this side. Okay. So it's like PS, start. So start is in the middle. Okay. And then share is on the bottom. And then on this side, this is your touchpad button. Okay. This is function, which I don't have this mapped to anything yet. You can go into the settings and make function commands. You could do function plus. And then this guy's turbo. I put turbo for now because it was just an option, but you could change it. You know, I just wanted to map it to something. So you have turbo there, okay? Not turbocharge in the chat, just turbo. Oh my God, we haven't even downloaded Street Fighter yet. This is gonna be a minute, isn't it? Oh my God. Gonna play Strive? How long is this gonna take? 9 minutes, guys. So many roadblocks today. Yeah. Okay, we will boot up. Do I even have Strive? You know what? all I'm gonna do is just use the we'll just use this. Okay, there we go. All right, so let's test L3 is working, R3 is working, so 10 and 11. Okay, let's do home. Okay, over there we have start over here, we have share over here, that's working. Okay, so let's do left, down, right, up, that's working. And we have 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, yep, 1 2 3 4, and then this is our turbo, but let's do turbo. I haven't done the turbo before. I'm not sure how turbo works. I have to look that up for GB2040. Yeah, touchpad doesn't work on PlayStation for some reason. I mean on PC. That's why I put L3 and R3 on the top buttons here. But okay, all the basic commands are working, guys. Oh, let's check SOCD. Up plus down equals nothing. Left plus right equals nothing. Okay, good. Okay. Play third strike. Do I even have third strike? Fighting collection? No, this is not on my system. It's not on my system. Do I have Ultra? I have Ultra. This game yells at you. Ultra Street Fighter 4! You guys, I have it muted, so. Dude, I haven't ever played SF4 with a stickless controller. Hey, let's pick ROG for... No, yeah, let's pick ROG. Let's see it? I don't know if I can do it on stickless, Lauren. Oh my god. My muscle memory is... Ugh! Oh my god. This is so weird. Wow. What's... Oh, yeah. So hard. Okay, bye. Okay. Thank you. I can't do it, guys. There you go. It's so hard. So hard and stickless.
Don't forget bombs.
Oh, I had one loop. Dude, it feels like I'm typing. Oh! I had it, guys. You missed it. SF Source so good, guys. Oh! You gotta plink the medium punch. I think they're afraid to do it. It's gonna be like Capcom Collection 5 or something. Yeah, no, kids don't even want to plink. Ah, come on. Give me one loop, please. I'm trying to do this and then we're out, guys. But anyway, stick works, guys. Fuck. Oh, come on, guys. How hard is this game? And think, I used to be able to do this like butter. I used to be able to do this like butter. But I used to play on stick, so it's also different. Fuck. Okay. There we go. I had a sim in this game too. Can you imagine? We used to do these combos online with no rollback. We do these combos in delay-based netcode, frame perfect, and you had to do them online. You guys are so spoiled nowadays. Come on, man. Ah! Oh, come on! Come on! This is so hard. This is so hard. You used to be able to do the Yang Plink online. Wow, you could jump over? I forgot. It's weird jumping over in a corner, right? Fucking A. I just want two. I want two loops and a headbutt. Too late, man. This game was so strict with timing. Yeah, about to throw it in. I can't even ultra. Is there a limit to how many ground connectors are needed for buttons? I don't know. I mean, each button needs a ground and a signal. That's it. Nothing else. Bro, I'm about to connect my stick just to do this combo, man. This is pissing me off. Alright. That's about enough. Yo, UGK, man. These new games got me soft, bro. I used to do this combo in my sleep. Oh my god. It's pissing me off. Yeah, I can't do it on stickless. Still got them. I still got those. That's one frame. Man, imagine we should be able to do this on reaction. I used to be able to do that on reaction. Every time. Crazy. Yo, you guys know there's a mod to make this game even faster, right? Like as far as like updated so you could play on faster displays. Like I have this set to 240 hertz right now. Crazy. Okay. Anyway, stick works, guys. You definitely put in a lot of practice with it. Let's tour the stick. Let's close up Street Fighter 4. That was fun. Uh-oh. Hold on, guys. My stream decided to crap out. Give me a sec. Okay. Okay, guys, we have finished the build. Still have a little bit of work to do. Shit was different back then for sure. Okay, so we did. This is the Fallout stick for Psy Delta, who's I don't know if Psy's still in the chat, but this is for Psy Delta. Artwork by none other than the amazing Clever Artist. Clever Art. Against All Tyrants on the front. We got this custom Fallout character. And our boy Psy Delta is actually going to be cosplaying as this character at EVO. So you will see Psy at EVO with this stick. Got some coin buttons on this side. Okay. Some bottle cap coins for the top as well. Smiley face guy over here. Against All Tyrants. And on the back here, it says for honorable service. We have the gold. We have the gold 3D printed USB bracket, as well as the side over here. Super nice. Super duper nice, man. Okay, I'm going to do a quick test run on PS5 for it. And then, yeah, that should really be about it. Take some photos, and I'll probably have this out tomorrow morning for you. All right, Sai? Keep it overnight for a little bit, you know? But yeah, I'll have this out tomorrow. Looking dope. Woo! All right, guys. That is going to be my time. We do have more builds going. We have a really interesting one. I'm not going to say fun because it's not really fun. It's just interesting. Like the graphics are super interesting tomorrow. But all right. Shout out to Clev for this. Shout out to Sai for this. Appreciate it. Guys, have a fantastic rest of the day. Don't forget to pick up Fallout. I'm going to do the rest of what I need to do for this guy. I'm gonna make sure everything's good, test it out on console. Photos, still gotta pack it up and all that good stuff, and then I'm gonna try to play some Doll Simulator. Gonna get a guitar strap, make it look like a... Yeah, do the guitar strap model. All you have to do is remove these two screws. The top screw on each of the sides. Okay? SimStream, I don't know, maybe. I think I'm just gonna lab it later. I'll see, maybe. You know, that's a strong possibility, Lauren. Alright? Maybe. But I do have to finish up some stuff first.